911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends. Now her friends, they say that they left on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no camera. Now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about the update in this Kenneka Jenkins story. Now, here we are 6 years later after I initially started covering this, and a lot of my highest viewed videos came from covering this case. I followed it tooth and nail, friend to funeral, to this to that, and I shared all of those things on this channel. Now, another thing that I shared is the fact that the mother wanted to sue the hotel and get some type of compensation, and I mean, no amount of money could ever compensate her child's death, but she wanted to hold somebody responsible for the way in which her daughter was found in that freezer, and she felt like the hotel was to blame for it. Now, fast forward to 2023, we are here and they have finally reached a private settlement. Now, we won't know the details of how much, but we just know that a coin was shifted over to the mother. All right, so before I get into reading you guys the details of what everything is with this new settlement, I want to give you guys some flashbacks of my prior coverage, showing you guys some of the things that I covered before, and then we're going to get into details of this. So let's roll it.
You funny as fuck, Ruby.
It's bad. Let me see.
Slow your roll, shorty.
They keep my head, huh?
Who got the nerves?
It's so fucking.
Let me see.
She played fucking
Let me see.
Rick Ross.
Let me see. Same fuck called me wolfing early because I want to see the phone. Crazy.
Man, the phones ain't working. This is weak ass connection.
All right, so this video right here is one of our first pieces of evidence that we as in social media, to go off of to try to solve what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. Now, this is a video of her and her friends in the hotel, and we were trying to go off anything. We were looking at the girl's glasses. We were trying to find any type of reflection. We were zooming in, trying to see if we make out anything, and we were listening very close to what was going on in the background.
Hello.
She crazy.
Parking inside. It's the parking lot. It's a parking lot.
Motherfuckers can use them tickets a lot of times too, so you can go in.
Park at the parking lot.
All right, so this girl right here, her name is Irene Roberts, and she was pretty much suspect number one in our online investigation. A lot of people, including myself, we wanted to know, who was she talking about? Who was she directing to the hotel room? And was this some type of setup? Now, there was other people who felt like while she was live, they felt like something was going on with Kenneka Jenkins in the bathroom. Now, on an old Instagram account that she had, you can see social media users basically slamming her, alleging that Kenneka was violated in the bathroom. Okay, so right here, right before she turns the music on, is where people saying that they heard her scream out, "Help me," and then the girl turns up the music. I'm going to replay that part again for you so that you can take a listen.
What the fuck?
Okay, so that is where the speculation came from that she was R-worded in the bathroom. Now, in my personal opinion, I never went with that theory. I don't think that she was R-worded in the bathroom because at the same time that people was alleging that that was happening to her in the bathroom, her friend Monifa, my bad, she was going in and out of the bathroom herself, and then she goes live and picks up the camera, and from her vantage point, she goes and shows you the bathroom herself going in and going out, and then we seen a video of her and Kenneka in the bathroom chilling.
Is that some money for me? Check it out. Yes.
I am enjoying myself.
The girl who then grabs the phone, this is actually her live feed. This is her live feed that the other girl was going live from. So the girl now who has the black jacket and the ponytail, her name is Monifa Shelton. But as you can see, right as the so-called alleged R-word situation is happening, her friend picks up the phone, she walks into the bathroom, and she's going live from the bathroom. So that's why I don't think that that theory is correct. I mean, back when I did my coverage back in the day, I felt like that whole audio, I think that was a part of the record that she was playing, because when I played it back and she played the record and stopped and started again, that same sound happened again. And so I think that was a part of the record. That was my theory of it, but the internet has their own theories to things, and you can believe whatever you want. I just didn't believe that, because at the same time that this supposed situation was going on, her friend picks up the phone and walks into the bathroom, and you hear Kenneka say, "I am not drunk, I am enjoying myself," and she was outside of the bathroom when she said that, and that was right after the alleged "help me" happened. All right, so when more people start showing up to this hotel party, we then got more video footage of Kenneka, the environment that was there, and how some of her friends and homies were kicking it for Irene's birthday. Now, as you can see, everybody's sitting around, they're turning up, they're drinking, and you can see Kenneka here and there with her friends having pretty much what you would think is a good time. And you can see them, having a good time in the bathroom. Now, the next video that I had caught my hands on was a live video from one of the males that was there at the party. Now, he was turning up and he went live from his page, and we got a further glimpse into the party as the party filled in a lot more, and we seen Kenneka. Now, when I first did my coverage on this, I was looking at the footage and I'm like, Kenneka not really that drunk. And I originally thought that she was fine, but 6 years later, I'm looking at it with a new pair of eyes. I'm a lot older, and I'm looking at her kind of swaying back and forth, trying to catch her balance, and she was definitely drunk at this point. And the party was partying around her.
All right, y'all, 63rd. I just want one cup. I just want one cup, folks.
2 cups.
That shit straight out. What you want, folks?
Ain't no that.
Now, after this party is when the surveillance footage enters the chat, and that is where we see her wandering through the halls. Now, I talk a little bit more about the surveillance footage later, but let's continue on to more of the 911 call.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they said that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that this, and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes. Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no cameras. But now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, the Crown. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk? I'm sitting outside, right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different new. I'm sorry, it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen her because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and well, you know, real quick, I'm just going to see if maybe I'm going to see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was laying in bed. I just had breast surgery. I fought deep breast cancer, so I'm, sedated off medication early, and they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, to strengthen myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for her, once they brought me my car, I came right out here, and I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them if they see it, and it was a lady in the lobby, and she heard me asking at the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called downstairs to report the room, and come to find out it was the people next door. And when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which then, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
No, I completely understand.
East of Carver Entryway.
The one issue we have, and it's not necessarily that it's an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old, and I mean, as of
Hold
right
on,
now,
she's 19 years old. That's my daughter. She's 19. Her name Kenneka Jenkins, Kenneka.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19. But what I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She's, I don't know, maybe she's, she could be somewhere with one of her friends or something, because, I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friends supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now, they said. They told me. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called me.
Yeah. Well, I guess the one. Are you looking to file a missing persons report then, or are you just? Or would you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I just want to know: is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras and see? It's because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time.
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell, not to be saying, you could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself, because it sounded like they had been drinking. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink? And they said she had only 1 cup. But okay, my daughter ain't the type that normally, she can't even take liquor. Her liquor level is just like mine. We can't take liquor. We cannot take liquor. We take a sip of liquor, we drunk. Honestly.
No, I completely understand.
And I'm like, 1 cup is too much for her, And I like I asked them, and then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has a phone. And she love her phone. I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all and just go disappear? And she know I just had surgery. She know my predicament.
No, yeah. Well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. Again, you know how it is. You drink it the night before, you get, you know what I mean, whatever else have you. So just give it a couple hours. Maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very smart.
Okay, well then, like I said, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean? Give her some time. Again, maybe she went to one of her other friends' places, or maybe she is still in the room. Just knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yes, I thank you. Okay, and so how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just, like I said, just give it a little bit of time. If you hadn't heard from her by, I want to say about 10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, give us a call again. You can come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay, I live in Chicago. Would it be better for me to come back to you all station, or should I go in Chicago and make out a missing report?
I think you can try to file it out in Chicago. They may tell you to come here since it happened in our town, but I do know that since she lives with obviously she lives with you in the city, I think this might actually fall on them. Or at least they'll be able to take the report, and then they'll get in contact with us, and we'll be able to help them out with the investigation from there.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, whichever one. If I have to come back out here, I'll come back out here. But as long as if we be able to see, if I come, okay, I give it to tomorrow. It's 24 hours. After 24 hours, do you think they'll still be able to see the video camera of today, the surveillance camera
yes.
for today?
Yes. We'd definitely be able to get the footage.
Okay, thank you. Well,
all right.
I'll do that. Okay, thank you
okay.
so much. Okay.
No, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
301, everything 10-4?
Negative. I have that subject in the kitchen in a freezer. She is frozen solid.
10-4, 600?
600 copies. Make notifications. Rosemont 601. You copy?
Okay, so as you see, that was the 911 call. Now, in addition to the family looking for Kenneka and everyone trying to figure out what's going on, people on social media started to point the finger at the friends. Now, her friend Irene tried to prove that she wasn't guilty and she didn't have any foul play by posting a video that showed her going to the police station, volunteering herself to give some sort of statement to try to let people know that she didn't have any guilty part in this situation.
I got the whole live with Shorty caught up in the police station. It's off the internet now, but shit, I'm gonna record it. It's taken off now, but I'm gonna record it before I click off and it's all gone. That's Shorty right there. You hear him telling somebody, they saying people talking, so somebody gotta shut up. In the Lord, Mama T in the Lord. Don't nobody got the video no more right now. I don't know if somebody else doing what I'm doing, but right now the video off the internet, so this the only authentic version. 19 minutes.
So you ain't did nothing wrong.
This the girl that was in the live video with the glasses on, Miss Irene Robertson.
Told me you a boy, having fun.
And I'm recording. She recorded it off the Android, so I really can't see it to do this so on live on the Android, but I'm recording through this iPhone.
You don't know? Yeah, that's the female. I'm gonna tell y'all how I know it is, because they ain't here talking about it. Hold on, let me flip this camera around real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all how I know it's this girl. It's because they ain't there talking about it. She ain't there talking about it. She ain't been on Facebook all day. She don't owe nobody an explanation, but the girl mama. I am at North Chicago Police Station right now, just so everybody can see. This is real. This is live. Yes, she really do live in North Chicago. I'm finna go back in, cause I got y'all, cause everybody wanna see this. Y'all got my live joking right now. Fine. Share this. Like this.
All right, so as you can see, she was in the police station basically trying to clear her name, and another individual caught it all on live. Now, after this, she then did an interview with a guy by the name of Zach TV, who is currently resting in peace. He passed away since trying to investigate this story and other stories in Chicago. Now, she sat down with him and she gave him her take on what was going on that night. Now, I'm not going to really play that because it's on the internet. You search it, you find it, whatever. Now, let's fast forward to the mom suing the hotel and how we're here now to this settlement. Talks about a lot of aspects around this case, and it looks like now her mother is suing the hotel for $50 million in negligence of her daughter's death. Okay, y'all see that clearly 6 years ago, this was my color and it's still my color now. Okay, but anyway, talks about a lot of aspects around this case, and it looks like now her mother is suing the hotel for $50 million in negligence of her daughter's death. So I'm gonna go to the Chicago news report to give you guys the new up-to-date information. So it says pretty much, Kenneka Jenkins' mother sues Rosemont Hotel for $50 million. And then it says, the mother of a woman found dead in a hotel freezer in Rosemont has filed a lawsuit asking for $50 million in damages. Kenneka Jenkins disappeared in September 2017 while attending a party at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Surveillance video showed her wandering alone through a kitchen area and toward a freezer. Her body was found the next day. Relatives and friends questioned whether she was the victim of foul play, but police said her death from hypothermia was an accident. The lawsuit claims the defendants were negligent because they didn't secure the walk-in freezer or conduct a proper search when Jenkins went missing, and she ended up in a freezer. Well, her friends end up leaving her at this party, and they left her in her mother's car that they came in. They went to her mom's house to notify her mom basically that she was missing, that they couldn't find her. The mom came back to the hotel, and she told the hotel to review the surveillance footage. And when her mom told the hotel to review the surveillance footage, clearly they did not review it. They didn't review it when she said. They didn't conduct a proper investigation at that time, because if they would have clearly viewed the surveillance, they would have seen her wander into the area in which she died in the freezer. So her mother is suing the hotel for damages. For those of you who don't remember the case, I'm going to show you the moments that led up to her passing away. And then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about the situation. It was a very sad situation that happened. And like I said, last year, I covered every single moment on this story because I was following it, because I was really trying to figure out, like, what happened to her? Did somebody do this to her? Was it just her wandering there? Okay, so y'all get a glimpse of past me basically giving y'all the tea on the settlement and giving you guys a recap. Now, that was 1 year after her death when I did that video, but now we are 6 years post her death and her mom has finally reached this settlement. So I'm going to give you guys another quick flashback of the press conference that the mom did, just a little bit of the video. And then I'm going to read you guys what is happening now as they reach the settlement. So this next clip is another past clip, and then we're going to get to current day.
Need to know and find out what happened to Jenkins. Your Theresa Martin, who on August 16th underwent a double mastectomy. And a couple of weeks later, she traveled to the Crown Plaza Hotel in search of her daughter, explicitly telling them and asking them to help her find her daughter, asking them to show the videotapes because she knew her daughter was on the premises. Up to today's date, we still have not received the entirety of the video showing what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. We've asked you to come here today because there have been a lot of things said out there in the media about what happened, including that there is some videotape showing and displaying her walk into a freezer. We've been given some snippets of video, I'd say less than 30 to 40 minutes of video out of 36 hours, and none of that video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking into a freezer. So still today, we have the question, and we're committed to finding out what happened to Kenneka Jenkins on the evening of on September 10th of 2017. There have been questions about what did we receive. We've asked for all investigative reports, all statements, all videos from the premises, videos from the hallways, videos from the kitchen to find out what is shown on the videos. We know she was there, and again, to today's date, we haven't received it. The snippets show a young lady who's disoriented, a young lady who clearly is in need of some attention. She's trying to find her way, and no one from Crown Plaza Hotel responds to her. No one from Crown Plaza Hotel is seeking to provide assistance to her, and for over a day, approximately a day and a half, apparently she was somehow down in this freezer, and they have no way of explaining, or they haven't to this date at least explained how someone got into an area that clearly or apparently was not being utilized, and a freezer that apparently was on and not being used and functioning.
Let's get into it. So let me read y'all this article and let you guys know what is being said. So 6 years after the tragic death of Kenneka Jenkins inside a walk-in freezer at Rosemont Hotel, a settlement has been reached in the wrongful death lawsuit filed by the 19-year-old's mother. As first reported by Chicago Tribune, the settlement was reached in August on behalf of Theresa Martin, who has requested terms of the agreement to be sealed from the public. A trial has been set to begin on October 16th, according to the clerk of Circuit Court of Cook County case docket. The body of Jenkins, who died of hypothermia, was found inside a freezer at the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel in September 2017. In December of 2018, her mom filed a lawsuit seeking $50 million against the hotel. It says the Caddyshack restaurant and Rosemont security contractor, Capital Security and Investigations. The death was ruled accidental by the Cook County's medical examiner's office. Among the claims in the lawsuit was that Capital Security and Investigations failed to put an end on the September 8, 2017 party Jenkins attended, did not quickly review security camera footage, and did not properly search for her when she went missing, despite claims Jenkins passed hotel employees while wandering hotel hallways. Okay, so basically while she was missing and the family was looking for her and there was reports that she was wandering around, they did not get immediate help from the hotel, which they could have quickly got to her a lot sooner. Going on to read a little bit more, it says the lawsuit also states that the walk-in freezer in which Jenkins' body was found on September 10th, 2017 had a sticker affixed that was completely faded and failed to instruct how to release the lock system of the door. So according to the CCMEO, the alcohol and the anti-epilepsy medication Topiramate also played a significant factor in Jenkins' death. As reported by Patch in 2017, here is a timeline of events provided by the police. So at 11:30 p.m., Jenkins leaves her home and she goes to attend this party at the hotel. At 1:13 a.m. on September 9th, she arrives at the hotel for the party, which includes some of her friends and relatives. By 3:25 a.m., hotel security camera footage shows her exiting a lower level elevator as she is last seen on hotel video at 3:32 a.m., walking through a first floor kitchen. At 7:14 a.m., her mother called the police department saying she can't find Jenkins. And at 12:46 p.m., her sister filed a missing persons report at the police station. At 8:29, it says that police returned to the hotel to continue searching for her. And at that time, at 8:29, is when they decided to then view the security cameras. Okay? So they continued searching throughout the night, and then it was 12:25 a.m. on September 10th that her body was finally found by an employee, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. So it says by 3:08 a.m., an investigator from the Cook County's medical examiner office arrived on the scene, and by 5:10 a.m., her mother and her sister were allowed to see the body before they took it away from the hotel. So that is pretty much the timeline of events on how it happened. And if there is reports that she was missing, people knew that there was this party going on and everything like that, the first thing that they should have done immediately was review the cameras. I'm not sure why it took a whole day to go by before they finally says, okay, well, now let's look at the cameras. Like, y'all should have been did that. Should have been looked at them. Okay. So, in addition, it says our detectives reported no signs of foul play throughout the whole investigation. It says that there is no evidence that Ms. Jenkins was forced to drink alcohol or consume any narcotics while at the hotel. So, all in all, this is one of those stories where it is similar to Shanquilla, similar to all of the other stories where something bad happens in the company of people that are allegedly your friends. Now, it appears that these people wasn't really her friends because she's just wandering willy-nilly and they turning up and can't find her and don't know where she is, returning to her mama house, later saying that she gone, and it was all kind of conspiracies that birthed from this. So many people said, well, it was get back for this, and this person did that, and da 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 da. It was so much stuff happening. I always thought, in my opinion, I thought she got drunk and she wandered about. But other people felt like somebody put her there. There was people who reviewed the footage and they're like, look, there was a shadow right here and this and that. I didn't really never get that deep into it. I always thought that she was highly intoxicated. She was drunk, stumbling around, and I think she pulling on doors and just drunk going about, ended up in there and was too drunk to be able to get out of it. That's just what I think. But a lot of people thought differently. A lot of people thought that, like I said, that there was some shadows and somebody set her up and somebody lured her off the elevator and somebody took her down there and it was one of the hotel staff who probably did it. And there was so many conspiracies that came about. What was your theory on what happened? Now, a lot of you guys may not agree with my theory, so tell me your theory down below on what you think happened, and I'll see you guys on the next video.